What's going on, guys? Play-by-play gaming here, back with another Epic 7 video. Today we're talking about Mystic Medals and the top 5 ways to get Mystic Medals as a free-to-play. So sit back and enjoy the video. Hopefully this gives you just enough tips for you to go out and be able to maximize your earnings with Mystic Medals. So let's start off with number 1. So number one is going to be your daily rewards. You can actually get Mystic Medals from just completing your dailies, logging in every single day. You can actually earn up to 100 Mystic Medals here. So if you take a look at that, on day number 11 you get 50, and then on day number 25 that's another 50. So that's just a quick way for you to, just by playing the game, earn some Mystic Medals, right? So it's one of those things where all you have to do is like just really log in and then you're good to go. As long as you log in consecutively, you should be fine. Sometimes there are check-in events where you could get Mystic Medals. I won't really mention that because they haven't done it in a while. There's also another way, which I, again, just wanted to somewhat mention. They haven't done it in a while, but sometimes there are web events that give you Mystic Medals. So you'll go in here, you'll do your dailies, and some of the rewards, I think they only did it for maybe the Christmas web event, something like that, but they actually gave us Mystic Medals, which was pretty nice. So just kind of keeping that, it's just honorable mentions, right? Okay, number 2 is gonna be the secret shop. And so what you'll do is you'll go in here, refresh the shop for 3 Sky Stones, and you'll get a chance at getting 50 Mystic Medals. Now they do cost gold. I went over this entire process and whether or not it's worth it in my previous video, so I'll link it here so you guys can go check that out if you haven't checked it out. But what it looks like for the most part is you'll go in here, you'll refresh the secret shop, and you'll actually get those Mystic Medals that pop up there. So you can see it there on the screen. You can see at the very top you have those 50 Mystic Medals. You'll get 1 pull, right, of the Mystic, and that's going to cost you 280,000 gold. So just kind of keep that in mind. You also have a chance at Covenant bookmarks, but we're looking at Mystic Medals today. So that's just another way that you can try to maximize your Mystic Medals, right? Your Mystic Medal earnings. So, and you can do that as much as you want. You can refresh the shop as much as you want. It just really depends on how many Sky Stones you actually have, right? So it's just one of the, something to think about, right? It's number 2. All right, let's move on to number 3. So number 3, this one does involve you actually going in, playing the game. You can do this up to 3 times a week, and that's participating in a GVG. So if you are not in a guild, make sure you sign up for a guild as fast as possible. If you just started the game, the faster you get into a guild, the faster you can start earning Mystic Medals. Now, depending on your rank and depending on how many wins you have and whether you have any defenses, there are a couple of things that go into how many Mystic Medals that you get per win or loss, things like that. However, you do get Mystic Medals from participating in the war. So as you can see here, we finished up our guild war yesterday. Let's see how we did. Okay, so we lost. However, in the loss, we still got 43 Mystic Medals. Now, the higher your multiplier is for your guild, the more Mystic Medals that you're gonna get. So let's take a look here. I had a successful defense, so that gave me 2 extra Mystic Medals. Our rank actually gave us 41, so that gave me a total of 43. I'm not sure if it'll tell me here exactly, but as you can see, that's almost 1 full Mystic Summon, right? So that's something that a lot of people tend to look over. I think we can check here. So let's see, rewards. Okay, so we are guild rank 1,890, and the war points that we have is 10,433. So 10,433, that puts us in between here. So that gives us the 5 reward ratio times 5. So that's where you want to be. You want to be in a guild that is earning at least the ×5 reward ratio. Now, of course, just by playing in there, you'll get a ×1, so that's not too bad. So it's very, very important that you guys sign up for a guild if you haven't already done so you can start earning Mystic Medals. All right, let's move on to number 4. So number 4 is something that a lot of players are familiar with. If you've been farming hunts, you know that gear dropping is usually not the case, right? So I usually end up farming Wyvern 13, and in Wyvern, you can actually, let's see if we can go in here. It'll give you Mystic Medals as a drop. So let's scroll down here. So, all right, here we go. So not only can you get equipment, which is usually not the case, but you can earn Mystic Medals. So from doing hunts, you have a chance at earning Mystic Medals. So that's actually something that some people don't consider as farming for Mystic Medals, but if you're doing hunts, which you should be doing, you do have a chance at getting Mystic Medals depending on your luck. You can get anywhere from, I think it's 6 to 7 Mystic Medals, and I'll see if I can put that up on the screen. So, all right, here you go. So here's one of my runs of Wyvern 13. I was able to get that ring, but I did get a drop of 7 Mystic Medals. So I would say if you're already doing hunts, if you're doing 13 hunts, why not also get Mystic Medals? So you're getting Mystic Medals, you're getting gold, you're getting equipment, you're getting crafting mats, you're getting stigma. So this is another great way to really maximize the amount of items that you're getting at once, right? Because you're getting a chance at equipment, which is extremely valuable in the game, and then your Mystic Medals. So something to keep in mind, something if you aren't really farming too much and you're just starting into the game, something to look forward to. That little bit, even though it's only 7 Mystic Medals, but farming over and over and over and over can definitely add up, right? So if you're farming, let's say you're farming Wyvern 13 and you get a 7 drop, right? Say you get 7 consecutive drops, that's 1 Mystic Summon. So not only in 7 runs do you get 1 summon, right? That's if you get, I guess, lucky or unlucky 7 times in a row and you get those Mystic Medal drops. At the end of that, you have a Mystic Summon. Hey, you know, it is what it is, but it definitely gives you a chance at going for that special ML5 that's in the Mystic rotation. So just kind of keep that in mind, right? Okay, what is that? Number 4, let's go on to number 5. So number 5 is gonna be your weekly arena reward. So if you are not participating in the weekly arena, I usually just stick in Challenger. I'll do a couple of fights just to kind of climb up a little bit, but I mean, it's nothing too crazy. As long as you participate in arena, you have a chance at Mystic Medals as well. Now, do I recommend going in and trying to get just Mystic Medals? As you can see here, my defense is still the same as from like 4 months ago. I don't change it. I leave it as is, even though Huche is here. But let's look at the rewards now. If you go in here, let's see, where is it? I think it's in the league info. All right, so we're not in Legend, but we are in Challenger. So as we stay in Challenger, every week when the reset hits on Monday, this is our reward. So we get 600 Sky Stones if we stick to Challenger 5 and 110 Mystic Medals. So that's about 2 Mystic Summons. If you're really hard up for Mystic Medals, you might take the Mystic Medals. However, I don't recommend that. I recommend you take the Sky Stones, because more than likely you're gonna get more Mystic Medals by spending all these Sky Stones in the secret shop rather than taking the 110. So if we were to do the average, which is 200 Sky Stones per 50, that would give you actually 150 Mystic Medals instead of 110. So you actually lose about 40 Mystic Medals by just taking the ones from the reward. So I recommend that you don't do that. Just go for the Sky Stones, go in and refresh the shop. You're gonna thank me in the long run. But if you're short on time, you got maybe 1 or 2 more pulls that you need to do. You say, you know what, player, I don't have time to refresh the shop. you know, you might go for it, but I recommend that you don't. Go for the Sky Stones instead. Of course, the higher you rank up in Arena, the more Mystic Medals that you get. So if you take a look here, if you go up all the way to Legend, you get 330 Mystic Medals, which is a lot, okay? It's pretty insane. But I know a lot of people can make it up to Champion. I've actually never made it up to Champion myself. I just don't, it's a headache for me. But if you can make it up to Champion 3, you actually get 3 full pulls, right? So that's something to consider. But even in the lower ranks, you still get at least 1 pull. So if you check it out, if we go into Silver, if you can make it up to at least Silver 1, you get 1 Mystic Summon every week. So that's just an additional way for you to get extra Mystic Medals. So it's something to keep in mind for those of you that are thinking about not really going, you know, as much or as hard into that regular Arena. You know, something to consider. Maybe push up a little bit just to maximize your Mystic Medals. All right, last bonus tip. So this is just the top 5 ways, but the last bonus secret, number 6, is gonna be your packs. Now this is not free to play at all, but there are packs here. Let's see if we can find it here. There's a lot of packs in here. I'm not sure if it's in here, but you can actually come in here. Here it is, Mystic Pack, there we go. So you can actually come in here and buy Mystic Medals. Now, is this worth as a free to play? No, because you're free to play, so you're not spending money. But if you say, you know what, Play, I got some extra cash, I got my stimulus check, time to buy some Mystic Medals. That's something you can think about here. You can choose up to 4 packs. You do get Mystic Medals and Sky Stones, so if you are gonna buy these, at least you're getting Sky Stones to refresh the shop in case after you use your Mystic Medals, you don't get the hero that you want. It can get kind of pricey, so just kind of keep that in mind. Maybe if you're a Dolphin, you might go for, you know, packs 1 through 3. If you're welling out, packs 4. You know, it's one of those things. So just kind of keep that in mind. You can only purchase these packs 3 times a month. So they reset every month. So you can buy them up to 3 times, and then you're gonna have to wait another month. So even if you are whaling for Mystics, there's only a certain amount of Mystics that you can get in the game, even if you're just buying them, right? So everything else you're still gonna have to do, all the 5 top ways that I mentioned, you're probably still gonna have to go and do those things, right? All right, guys, that's gonna be the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this helps you out. I do wanna give just one more honorable mention. I guess this is gonna be number 7. So this is another one that really doesn't show up quite often, special events, things like that. That's why, you know, I wanted to give it an honorable mention. But along with Garo here, we get Huche, and he shows up, and usually they call him the Scam Shop, Huche's Scam Shop, but he'll pop up on special events, so just keep an eye out for that. And he actually sells Mystic Medals. So I'm gonna show it here on the screen. So you'll see him there, and as you can tell, he sells Mystic Medals. And if you look at the conversion, it's 100 Mystic Medals for 400 Sky Stones, which, you know, equals that 200 average that you're gonna spend in the secret shop to refresh to get 50. So if you were to spend 400 in the secret shop, you should get 100, right? So if you have the Sky Stones to spend and Huche's Scam Shop is out, I would definitely recommend that you pick those up, because it's just another way for you to maximize your Mystic Medals, especially if you're not using your Sky Stones for energy. So if you're more into collecting heroes, collecting ML 5 stars, and you really want to get that extra 1 or 2 summons for the Mystics, is another way that you can get it. I usually go in, I buy all the Mystic Medals, and the good thing about his shop when he's out on his little special is that he refreshes that, so there are multiple chances for you to get Mystic Medals. Sometimes he has 100, sometimes he has 200, sometimes he has 50, and then actually refreshes over a couple of days. So it's another thing to keep an eye out for. But other than that, that's gonna be it, guys. That's gonna be it for the video. Hopefully all of these tips help you in maximizing the amount of Mystic Medals that you earn. And then, you know, potentially consider saving up for the next ML 5-star. I know as a recording of this video, ML Crow is coming out. They haven't said when, but more than likely it's going to be after Dark Corvus. But I know a lot of people are also going to be skipping on ML Crown and saving up for ML Cigarette. So Robo Cigarette coming soon, right? All right, thank you for watching. Like always, if you happen to like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hey, think about subscribing. It definitely helps the channel grow and reach more people like you who like content like this. Like always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.